Good day everyone! We are assigned to discuss the critical and creative thinking in mathematics. So let's start in defining critical thinking. So it is said that the ability to evaluate and justify information in order to create an argument or solve a problem is known as critical thinking. Now, let us define critical thinking in mathematics. So it is said that in mathematics, students think critically when they make reasoned decision of judgment about what to do or think. Also, students consider the criteria or grounds for a thoughtful decision and do not simply guess or apply a rule without assessing its relevance. So, in mathematics, critical thinking usually comes when the student asks why, rather than thinking what we learn from face value. So, the other examples of creative thinking skill includes comparing, contrasting, categorizing, analyzing, and evaluating.
Good day everyone. I'm Diana Rose Agacer and I am going to discuss about examples of critical thinking, the comparing and contrasting, and also the categorizing. Comparing and contrasting is the process of looking at similarities and differences in order to reveal important characteristics of two objects. So, this yields greater and deeper understanding of what is being taught. So when you compare, you identify what is the same, and when you contrast, you identify what is different. For example, in mathematics, we compare numbers, isn't it? We use the greater than sign when one value is bigger than another. Like 9 is greater than 6, 25 is greater than 20. We use less than sign when one value is smaller than another, like 3 is less than 5, 7 is less than 10. We also use equal sign when two values are equal, like 2 plus 2 equals 4 and 5 is equal to 5. Another example of compare and contrast, as you can see in the diagram, if you are going to compare and contrast, they both have 6 shapes inside and both have 2 green squares.
On the right side, they are all same squares with different colors, while on the left side, they are of different shapes with the same color.
Another good example is comparing and contrasting between rectangle and a square. To compare them, they both have 4 right angles, both have 4 sides, both have quadrilaterals, and both have parallel sides. To contrast them, their sides aren't equal. Rectangle have 2 short and 2 long, while squares have 4 equal sides. So that's why this can be an example of activities that will help the learners become a good critical thinkers by analyzing information and make a reasoned judgment. Categorize or classify plays an important role in critical thinking because it requires identification and sorting according to rule or set of rules that kids must discover, understand, and apply. Categorizing o pagkakategorya, putting things into groups with the same feature. For example here, there are 8 different numbers above. If we are going to categorize them according to their digits, 2-digit numbers are 11, 15, 19, and 16, while 1-digit numbers are 2, 4, 1, and 9. So in this kind of activity, also students may develop their critical thinking kasi nga nagkakaroon ng pag-aanalisa ang isang bata. It is about knowing how to think, not what to think. It is more an analysis and logic. That's all my part. Other examples will be discussed by the next reporter. Thank you.
I'm Ella Agrippa and I'm going to discuss my part, which is the analyzing and evaluating. So, analyzing, it is a detailed examination of anything complex in order to understand its nature or to determine its essential features. Analyzing means you are going to study or determine kung ano ang ipinakita sa example. Like for example, there are 4 apples in the data shown below. And i-determine mo ulit kung ilang cherries ang meron doon sa example. Like for example, bibilangin mo, there are 3 cherries in the data. Tapos bibilangan ulit yung bananas. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 bananas. So, i-interpret mo lang yung data na naka-display dito sa chart para siya sa for better understanding of it. Next naman is yung evaluating. It is to determine or calculate the numerical value of a formula, function, relation, and etc. Meron dito ang example, which is the addition worksheet. And may instruction na nakalagay dito. Sabi, write the number of fruits in the boxes below. Let's draw as many lines as the total number of fruits in the big box. So, sa example number 1, meron ditong nakalagay na there are 2 kiwis and may isa pa na kiwi. So, magiging 2 plus 1 is equals to 3. So, magsusulat ng 3 lines. Ito naman sa number 2, merong 3 orange at meron pang 2 orange. So, i-add natin sila as 3 plus 2 is equals to 5. So, magsusulat tayo dito ng 5 lines kasi yun ang sabi sa instruction. Next naman is may dalawang there are 1 plus 1 is equals to 2. So, magsusulat ulit dito ng 2 lines. And sa last naman, may 2 carrots plus may 2 carrots ulit is equals to 4. So, magsusulat ulit dito ng 4 na lines. Dito sabi, evaluation is an essential part of quality improvement kasi natutulungan nito yung mga bata na tinuturuan natin na mabuild pa yung mga knowledge nila.
Using critical thinking in mathematics is significant and it is a great help to students. First, learn to think to learn. Kailangan muna matutunan ang pag-iisip lalo na sa math at kapag natutunan ito, maaari nang gamitin upang matuto sa math or any aspects of curriculum. Second, when students use critical thinking, they develop a deeper engagement and understanding in different aspects of mathematics. The flow of learning mathematics is smooth. B. Greater independence and self-regulation. Students develop to be independent when it comes to mathematical processes and they will have their self-regulation. Letter C. Stronger competence with mathematical processes. When they use critical thinking, they have the ability to solve and create problems in mathematics. Third, using critical thinking helps students better understand what they are learning or what is the purpose of math, and students make reasoned decisions about every aspect of mathematics. Fourth, teachers can use is it true, justified tasks. This is helpful to know if the students use their critical thinking and reasoned decisions. This also helps for clarification to the common misconception in mathematics or any areas of curriculum. And lastly, using critical thinking to see the students prove or disprove claims. Students be able to use estimation, diagrams, materials, as well as mental strategies to provide a logical argument and be able to prove or disprove claims with facts and reliable information.
Hello, I am Mary Rosa Andrade, and I'm going to discuss creative thinking. What is creative thinking? Creative thinking involves students learning to generate and apply new ideas in a specific way. In other words, it is the ability to look at things differently, and it can be stimulated both by unstructured process such as brainstorming and by structured process such as lateral thinking. And this allow the students to find a new solution.
Hello everyone, I am Krishna Aguilar, and now that we already know what creative thinking is, I'm gonna discuss to you creative thinking in terms of mathematics. So students' creative thinking skills already occur when they generalize ideas through identifying common properties or pattern in a particular example. Then after they have already identified their similarities and differences, students now communicate a rule to describe its commonalities, be it about their property, pattern, or relationship. Now, in order for them to generalize, students must perform specific processes such as analyzing the problem. This particular step allows them to notice things that are the same or different, things that stay the same or change, and to simply notice the pattern. Alright, we have gained ample amount of information about creative thinking. But the question is, how are we going to use this? So we presented here 4 ways in order for us to use creative thinking in mathematics, but these are not limited to such only. Now, the first one is combining parts to form something original. So we combine piece by piece or part from a part, pieces that we can form another original idea or concept. And the second one is sifting and refining ideas to discover possibilities. So, maaari nating salain yung mga ideas and then kuha tayo ng mga importanteng concept na pwede pang makabuo ng another possible common or possible idea or concept. The third one is constructing theories and objects. So we create or make another theory or object based from the learnings that we gained from the lesson. And the last one is acting on intuition. So we act based on our intelligence, our knowledge, or from our instincts. In order for us to sum up what we have gained from the discussions about critical thinking and creative thinking skills, we have these key ideas. So the general capabilities of critical and creative thinking skills include reflecting on thinking and processes. Next is inquiring, which include identifying, exploring, and organizing information and ideas. The third one is analyzing. This includes synthesizing, evaluating, reasoning, and procedures. And the last one is generating ideas, possibilities, and actions.